Hi, I'm Anatole. Welcome to my reaction video for Narcos Mexico Season 2, Episode 3, titled Ruben Zuno Arce, and I'm probably mispronouncing that. I imagine during the episode that name will be pronounced, so later on I'll correct that. The score on IMDb was 8.1, and that's from 590 votes. And the only thing I got to mention is that I have finished reading a book about the narco trade, and I finished it between episode 2 and 3. The name of that book was very good. The name of that book was A Narco History, How the United States and Mexico Jointly Created the Mexican Drug War. And that's by Carmen, Boullosa, and Mike Wallace. And I read another book last year while I was doing Narcos Mexico Season 1, and that was by the author Ioan Gallo. I don't remember the title of it, but I will put the names and authors of both of those books in the show notes below in case anyone's interested in reading further about Narcos trade, the history of it, and the consequences that has brought to the countries affected by it. Anyway, join me after the intro and I'll give you my reaction to Narcos Mexico Season 2, Episode 3. Gotta be a dream. Anytime slow, you begin an episode in slow motion like this with eerie music, it's gotta be a dream sequence. And today's reference to film by Beckett goes to Narcos Mexico Season 2. Is that his ex-wife? Talking about children, it's gotta be. Yeah, that's Kiki Camarena, right? Being trapped there. And today's moody, flickering interior light goes to David Lynch. Oh, interesting. Nice dialogue. He keeps getting put in his place. Who's the brother? Oh, this has to do with the situation he said he had to take care of. So we don't know who these people are yet. Okay. You can see her turning her back there to see what they were doing. Very nice. There she is way in the distance. Oh my God. Coming in, guns drawn in the hospital. Did you say andale or cállate? I couldn't tell. They translated it as quiet, but it sounded like andale. He's in over his head.
Ruben Zuno Arce.
Hey, I said it right.
Living, breathing, grassy knoll.
Nice music.
Oh, he asked his uncle for support.
Dirty dozen now. Suicide mission.
13's in the morgue. Is that necessary?
He is. I thought he was still alive. Okay.
Guy's got military positioned all over the compound.
Well, we get creative.
So I had to draw the military out. Today's reference to the year living dangerously is Narcos Mexico Season 2. I don't think putting pressure on him is going to work. The solution's much bigger than simply taking out some small-time drug operator who double-crossed you. Him, like us, is going, what is this? Who's this guy? What is this all about? He's on a wild goose chase. Time for a siesta. I think Miguel's out of his league this season. Like, what did he do, really? And you're telling him it stops and you behave yourself? And he totally feels like he's the one, the victim there. It's a good question. Know what you're getting into.
Soy bandido, no ratero.
Interesting. It's like someone tells you they're a thief but not a liar. Brief note, I have a feeling I just lost 20 minutes of footage, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to continue watching, and if it is the case I've lost the footage, then you see me telling you I've lost the footage, and I will watch the missing sequence a second time. And so there will be just a brief portion in the middle where I had to go back and add commentary on the top. And that's just letting you know now, if you're watching this, I had technical difficulty and had to re-record the middle section of the episode. Really nice. Showing us the quick edit for the 3.
Ellas no. Son estos cabrones de acá. Rubén, tienes que
He's
ver
doing
esto.
his finger on the drink.
¿Cuánto tiempo llevan ahí? 2 horas.
And now he says, you waited this long to tell me?
Dale la ver. Saben que estoy aquí, cabrón. Saben que estoy aquí.
What else could they be doing out there?
¿Saben cuántos gringos?
Still waiting to move that drug that's been there on the pallets since last episode.
Que sigue en camino.
Vamos a esperar a ver cómo mejoran las cosas.
Yeah, what do you mean by next move?
Tengo muchísimas buenas ideas, fíjate.
Well, you've gotten what you wanted. You push it too far,
Yo no puedo seguir justificando.
you'll be out of the game. Ooh, interesting line.
Hago lo mejor que puedo.
It says a lot about what he views her character to be like. Oh, nice shot. Isn't it the government office? If he's going to the government office, he's the government official that's working with him is not going to be happy about that. Yeah, exactly. Told him before not to go there.
Ya ha llegado. Tal vez puedan rematarlo.
Kiki Camarena's become a real albatross.
¿Tú crees que esto se va a quedar así?
The gringos are just going to blunder in and get stuff done.
Para que esto es como acabó.
It feels like, okay, I finished that conversation.
Yo saco esa feria de tus vagos. Este país se cae en pedazos.
Saying, I'm the one in control. That's a definition, part of the definition of narco state.
Sin mí tú te vas a la verga.
Nice how they have him standing there, looking down on him to reinforce the position of power that Gallardo is in now. You're the one. They knew you were involved with the death of Kiki Camarena. That's the coded message there.
Digo que largarme de aquí ya, ahora mismo. Aliste sus maletas, que nos vamos a la chingada. Vamos.
The walls are closing in. He's in that paranoid state.
Alex thinks this guy I was telling you about.
You clear on what we're asking?
Not even a handshake. This is now me doing a pure reaction to the last 20 minutes of the episode. What's she doing with her right hand? It's gonna kill his guy.
Supongo que por ahí nos veremos.
No creo.
That's not good. What's she saying? No, Pablo, I don't think so.
Esperándonos.
Right.
Va a querer agarrarnos en el camino.
That's what I'm thinking.
Mire, si se queda aquí podemos
Exactly right. They're trying to get him rattled, so he'll make a mistake.
Mamadas, hombre. Vamos a la verga.
Scared rat trying to leave a sinking ship, gonna get snatched.
Ya la chévere.
¡Vámonos, Dani!
Get a little more coke for the road. This is a really well done episode. Oh, 70s movie flashback here. Throwback. Where are you hiding? Is he injured or is he out? He's up and walking. That's a good sign. Man, that was a bloodbath.
Lo único que mantiene el orden en este pinche juego es el respeto.
Old, new.
El dinero padre.
He's the man who's playing by the rules of honor and respect. This other one only knows money.
Antes que ser
Próxima vez que llame, me dices.
That's it? Well, that was abrupt. Okay, so I'm going to watch the episode a couple more times to read some reviews, and then I'll come back and I'll give you my review on this episode. Join me in a second. Welcome back, and now for my review. The first thing I want to comment upon is genre, and I remarked while watching it that the writing in the episode was really good. And one mark of that is the fluidity that the writer was able to move between different genres. So we opened up with a surreal sequence that was also a little bit of a horror genre element. And then later we moved into suspense, intrigue, Western. And to be able to move so quickly between the different, and assuredly between the different genres is the mark of skilled writing. Another thing, so to break the episode down and then talk about the Narcos and the DEAs. On the DEA side, I like that we saw an evolution in their approach. And because first they were just the smash and grab crew, as they refer to themselves. But in this episode, we saw them playing a little bit of cat and mouse and using strategy to lure the bad guy out of his lair. So it was nice to see them evolve in the tactics that they're using against the Narcos. One concern for me is the characters, because there are so many in the crew, we haven't seen the characters develop at all, really. And my worry is that because there are so many, most of them are going to be left undeveloped. The one character I think we will get some development on is the leader of the DEA, Walt, because we've seen him move from someone who, in the first episode, interrogates the dentist but doesn't use any sort of torture, to someone who's willing to torture but not kill. And I think the next step is him being willing to kill. And he has a line when he's talking with his advisor, the diplomatic advisor, that he says, "I did what I came to do. I sleep well." So I think that we may see the evolving conscience of Walt when he's tasked or he's forced to doing more extreme measures to fulfill his objective, that his conscience may begin to turn on him. And we may see him moving from someone who has no qualms to someone deeply troubled about the actions he has to take to fulfill his objective. That's one way I could see his character arc. Then let's turn towards the Narcos. And most of my comments in the episode deals with Amado and Acosta. First, their storyline feels like the Western. We have the OK Corral shootout at the end. And the music by Gustavo Santaolalla, probably saying the last name wrong, Santaolalla. He also has scored The Last of Us and I believe Red Dead Redemption. Definitely leaves that feeling of the Western genre. His mark is the guitar. So when Acosta is leaned over Fermin, you can hear the composer's guitar riff, Gustavo Santaolalla. You can hear that. Well, Acosta is at least paying his respect for Fermin, the man who brought him up and taught him the game. And that leads me to this matter of the old and the new. And the old breed is epitomized by Acosta. And Acosta wants to play the game with honor, whereas Amando is there only for the bucks. And if it means he acts dishonorably, he doesn't care. He's only there for business. And because Amado's, says, why are you wasting your time with that guy? Let's move on. And Acosta wants to do everything with honor. He's going to spend the time to grieve over the man who taught him the rules of the game. And that's another way that we see the difference between the old and the new. Amado says, well, Felix knows that we are just criminals, and he's Acosta says, I'm not a criminal, I am a bandit. And Amado's perplexed by what is the difference between a bandit and a criminal. And for Amado, the bandit is someone who's honorable for the people within his crew. Just like we saw with Don Juan, he's going to be honorable in his village. And he's not going to be someone you cannot trust if you're working with him. Whereas for Amado, you only trust the person who has paid you off. And even then, you only trust them a little bit. Oh, my voice is starting to go. I'm going to end it there. My voice is starting to give out. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me next time. Until then, take care and be well. Goodbye.